I have a dilemma, and part of this is that with Sid gone, I was responsible for keeping our plants alive, and he doubted my ability to do that. I doubted my ability to do that too, but it turns out that I'm not so bad about it. Um, so much so that I have run out of space keeping things alive. I have like a month left that I'm supposed to keep things alive inside, and I'm a little stressed about it because some of the tomato plants are trying to already bud. I'm feeling like I don't have the right spectrum of lighting for some of the plants in the growth stage that they're at. But I feel like, if I could just get them through this last month, that they're going to be really, really successful and prolific outside. So I had to get myself some more racks and some lights and some extra things just to set up this last stage of growth inside the house. I have some other starts that I need to start, and I need the room for those too. So this has turned into a little bit of a project for me. It's a little more stressful than I thought it would be, but I have been enjoying it. So I will just kind of show you guys my dilemma and how I am working to solve it. So I am just finishing the first of the two racks that I'm putting together. I just gotta get this top rack on here. I made one great big space for the taller plants. These are probably going to be for the tomatoes, so I did that on purpose, made certain areas a little bit larger. So we'll see how that ends up working out. Some of the plants that are more cold tolerant that I've brought out here have been like my yarrow, cerise queen, marshmallow. I didn't have the space inside, so it's been kind of nice finding out that these were pretty cold tolerant. They've been out here in 32 degrees and have been fine. I just recently brought out this strawberry spinach. Borage has just been killing it. I'll show you some other borage that I brought out here a few weeks back. And all of these are just different calendulas sitting over here that seem to be doing pretty well out here. My marigold key lime is just like gorgeous. Like I'm about to have to transplant that into a larger pot. But these are, you know, for zone 8A, cold tolerant here. And then I've got some bee balm and some catnip right here, and some passion flowers. What is that? Yeah, more passion flowers, and just some lemon balm that I've had out here. And these are all just things that I was able to free up space in the house because they can survive out here. I'm just kind of waiting for the front beds to be built before I transplant them into that. My other starts that have done well outdoors off the racks have been my Johnny Jump Ups. And I haven't been too sure about these black-eyed Susans, but they seem like I mean, there's been 31 degree temp drops and they've been doing fine. So I don't want to like give them a bad rap yet. I'm curious how they're going to be when it starts to slightly warm up. And then my chamomile here has been doing lovely. I'm really excited about putting those in the tea garden. I'm just kind of keeping everything alive until I can put them where I want them. But then these aster pink pale dwarfs seem to be doing really, really well. Like they're not upset out here. The alyssums as well. So this project took me all day, but I'm very pleased with it. Kind of relaxes the anxiety I have of having some room. I still have some room on these racks to grow, to keep these plants alive and just keep them protected until they are ready to be outside. We're supposed to have our last frost date at the end of March. I think Sid said April, but I think that it's supposed to be like sometime in March. People are saying we're gonna have an early spring, but I'm not fully trusting that. I really am hoping that this is just, you know, like the final stage before we can get them out. And I kind of enjoyed kind of putting this together and relieving my anxiety about just keeping this stuff alive. I think some of the things that I could have done differently to avoid having to set this up would have been just knowing like the best time to start things. I'm still learning, so this is kind of just a, gosh, the stupid cat's trying to get in my lap. This has just been kind of a learning thing for me, the best time to start what and what's gonna live. And I've been really just enjoying growing as a gardener myself, and just kind of knowing my area and knowing what's going to work and knowing the best timing and knowing what's going to get large before everything else. I mean, this is just an entire process of growth, not only the plants, but for me. And I have to say that I'm falling in love with that part of it. Cat's mad. I moved their little tower, and they're kind of ticked off at me. Oh well, I like the plants more. So follow along for any other little adventures that I take as I'm learning here. And you know, we have some other little DIY projects that we do, and cooking projects and things like that. You know, until next time, let's grow together.